What if the deadliest weapon in human history wasn't a weapon at all? Let that sink in. Go back 100,000 years. No guns, no bows, no steel. Just a sharpened stick, and a body slower than almost every animal it hunted. Think about this. A human cannot outrun a deer, cannot outrun a horse, cannot even outrun a rabbit over short distances. So how did a slow, weak, clawless animal become the most successful predator on the planet? The answer isn't strength. It's strategy. Number 1. Persistence hunting. This might be the strangest hunting method in human history, and one of the most effective. Let that sink in. Ancient humans couldn't outrun prey in a sprint. But most animals can't sweat efficiently. They cool down by panting. Humans cool down by sweating across their entire skin. Think about this. In the heat of the day, a human could chase an animal for hours. Not fast, just relentless. The animal would sprint, then rest, then sprint again. But it could never fully cool down. Eventually, from pure heat exhaustion, it would collapse. But wait, this wasn't brute force. It was patience turned into a weapon. Humans didn't win by being stronger. They won by refusing to stop. Number 2, the spear. Simple, sharpened wood. But even this required innovation. Early spears were thrusting weapons. Close range, high risk. Getting close enough to stab a bison or a wild boar meant getting close enough to be gored, trampled, or killed. Think about this. Every successful hunt carried the very real possibility of death. Hunting wasn't just about food. It was a gamble with your own life on the table. But then came a breakthrough. The atlatl, a spear-throwing tool that acted like an extension of the human arm. Let that sink in. By extending the length of the throwing motion, the atlatl could launch a spear far faster and far farther than a human arm alone ever could. Suddenly, hunters didn't need to get dangerously close. They could strike from a distance. Number 3, group coordination. No single hunter could take down a mammoth alone. This required something far more advanced than any individual weapon: communication. Think about this. Evidence suggests ancient humans used coordinated strategies, driving animals toward cliffs, funneling herds into narrow valleys, using fire to control the direction prey would run. This wasn't random chasing. It was choreography. Every hunter playing a specific role. One group driving, one group waiting, one group striking at the exact right moment. But wait, coordination like this required something even more important than muscle: trust. Let that sink in. A hunt could only succeed if every person did their part. If one hunter panicked, or acted too early, or froze at the wrong moment, the entire hunt could collapse, sometimes fatally. Number 4, tracking. Long before the animal was ever in sight, the hunt had already begun. Think about this. Ancient hunters could read a landscape like a language: a broken twig, a faint hoofprint, the angle and freshness of droppings, even changes in the behavior of birds overhead, sometimes signaling a predator or prey nearby. This wasn't guesswork. It was a skill passed down and refined over countless generations. A single mistake in tracking could mean days of wasted effort, or worse, an unexpected encounter with a predator instead of prey. But here's something most people don't realize. Hunting big game wasn't just about food. It was about status. Let that sink in. In many ancient societies, successful hunters gained respect, influence, and social standing. A hunter who consistently provided for the group wasn't just feeding people. They were building power. Think about this. Cave paintings across the world overwhelmingly depict one subject above all others: the hunt. Bison, mammoths, deer, horses, frozen in motion on stone walls for tens of thousands of years. Why paint the hunt so obsessively? Some researchers believe it wasn't just documentation. It may have been ritual, an attempt to influence the outcome of a hunt before it even happened. But wait, not all hunting looked like this. Big, dangerous game wasn't hunted every day. Think about this. Much of the ancient diet actually came from smaller, safer sources: rabbits, birds, fish, insects. Gathered plants, roots, and nuts often made up the bulk of daily food. Let that sink in. The dramatic mammoth hunt wasn't a daily event. It was a high-risk, high-reward occasion, reserved for moments when the group needed a massive amount of food, worth the extraordinary danger involved. Number 5. Tools evolved with the hunt. As hunting techniques advanced, so did technology. Sharper stone points, barbed spear tips that were harder to remove once they struck. Eventually, the bow and arrow, allowing hunters to strike from even greater distances with even greater accuracy. Think about this. Every improvement in hunting technology wasn't just about killing more efficiently. It was about surviving the hunt itself, reducing the risk, increasing the distance between hunter and danger. But even with every innovation, hunting remained one of the most dangerous activities in ancient life. Let that sink in. Skeletal remains from ancient hunters often show healed fractures, puncture wounds, and signs of violent trauma. Survivors of hunts gone wrong, living proof of just how costly a single mistake could be. So how did ancient humans hunt? Not through strength alone, not through speed, but through patience, coordination, trust, and an intimate understanding of the natural world around them. Think about this. Long before written language, before permanent villages, before agriculture, humans had already mastered one of the most complex group strategies in the animal kingdom. Let that sink in. The hunt wasn't just how ancient humans found food, it was how they learned to work together, to plan together, and to survive together.